I wanted to ask you, have you ever had this happen? The garage door was open because we had some workers here, and a hummingbird got in our garage. And the poor little thing, they want to fly real high up, so they won't, come down and go through the big garage door. It's wide open. So I went in, you guys laugh at me about the AI, but I went in and I asked Claude. And he said that a hummingbird, what they want to do is they want to go to the light. So it was still light, so the light was coming in through the garage, into the garage, so the garage was still light. All right. So we decided to leave it alone because don't be chasing around trying to catch it, because they only have so much time without eating. They can't make it. And I thought it left because I made sure the garage lights were off, but the door was open. Well, it got darker in the garage and lighter outside, and I was like, I hope it went out. And I thought it did. I went out there and I couldn't find it anywhere in the garage. I was looking all over it. Well, it's so tiny. And lo and behold, the next day, when Mr. Bill pulled his car out, I found that it kind of went halfway under the car and it didn't make it. So I'm not telling you this to make you feel sad, because I felt really bad about it. There's no way you can get it. I was hoping I had one of those nets like you catch butterflies with, but it still would have been bad. They're so fast and it would have scared it. But I know what to do now. Just leave it alone and leave the garage door open. Just really not. I even tried taking a hummingbird feeder and I hung it right at the opening of the garage door, hoping it would go toward that. But apparently it didn't. I'm only telling you this, though, in case, well, first of all, keep your garage door shut. But if one gets in there, don't chase it around, because they don't have long. They can only go so long without nectar of some kind. I didn't mean to do that to make you sad, but I just thought if I tell you, it might save some hummingbird's life, But so, number one, keep the garage door shut. If they get in there, make sure you leave the garage door open. Just leave it alone until it goes to the light. I was thinking, maybe if there was a flashlight outside, not shining in the garage or something. I don't know. Oh well. Tell me if you've had this experience. Okay, so we got the lights up there fixed. Some friends of ours came over, and he has a bigger ladder and he's younger, and he got up there. There's two fluorescent lights there. Plus we had these birdhouses up here that were not plugged in. And they found out there's a plug, right? And then I have another one over here. So he did that one too. Oh, we got all kind of projects going. I don't recall which one of you asked me. I'd have to go back and look. Your question was, did you ask your doctor about being on this keto diet, especially my cardiologist, because of me having a heart attack and the carotid artery deal? And I didn't want to ask him because I was afraid he'd tell me not to do it. Okay? To be honest with you. All right. But then I did. I called there and I talked to his receptionist, And, well, actually, I just left a message, and then she called me back, and she acted like, I'm just giving you what he says, and that's it, and don't ask me any questions because I don't know nothing, and I just need to make their next call. Just a feeling I got. So I didn't ask her nothing. But she said, the doctor said that it's okay. Just keep hydrated. So that's all I know, folks. So now when I go to my regular doctor, who, I don't think she's too keen on it. But when I go to her, I can say that my cardiologist said it's okay. Well, we had to take our car in to have it serviced. And whenever we take the car in to have it serviced, I'm in the garage, by the way. Whenever we do that, we have to go to Costco because it's pretty far from us and we take advantage of it. So if we go to Costco, Mr. Bill has to have one of their hot dogs. And that's so cheap. What was it? 90-some cents for a great big all beef hot dog and your drink. So I didn't have the drink at all. See, I'm on the keto. I'm just sharing you how I got through it. I didn't have the drink. I brought my own drink with me. And the hot dog, I thought, how am I going to do this? Because I want to eat just the hot dog and not the bun. But what I did is I got the bun, but I brought my own, just in case they didn't have it, plastic fork and knife out of the car. And then I cut it up inside the bun and squirted some mustard on it and some onions. Yes. And I was good, see? And that's what I did at Costco. If you're wondering how to shop at Costco on Roku. That was another thing. On keto. Oh, I forgot to tell you, at Costco, I found they're called Polish sausage, but it doesn't taste like Polish sausages that I used to have, but it was very tasty, all beef, grass-fed, totally. Well, you have the Bobby app? Oh, you got to get the Bobby app. You can take it in any store and see if the food's approved. It's totally free, the app. Real easy to use. So, and it was Bobby approved. So, now I don't mind. Like Mr. Phil's wanting a hot dog. We just use like a hot dog. It's just so nice that I'm giving him something healthy. And I can eat it too. How many of you have read in Psalms 22, verse 16? It's David writing here, but as he's writing, suddenly it goes into a prophecy about the Messiah, the coming Messiah, which is Jesus. And one of the ways you know is he's not talking about himself, because this did not happen to David. Okay, Psalms 22, 16. My enemies surround me like a pack of dogs. Now that would be, well, at the cross, before the cross, where Jesus was beaten, whipped, hit with they blindfolded him and hit him with their fist and told him to prophesy. Who's hitting you? My enemies surround me like a pack of dogs. An evil gang closes in on me. Listen to this. They have pierced my hands and feet. Did David ever have his hands and feet pierced? He didn't. This is Jesus. I can count all my bones. My enemies stare at me and gloat. Now listen to this one. They divide my garments among themselves and throw dice for my clothing. Well, who might that be? And I have heard that one of the reasons that the soldiers were throwing dice for his clothing is because someone had made a piece of garment for Jesus. Probably one of his, there was a lot of women that followed. And someone had made a piece of garment with no seams in it. So that's probably what he was wearing. Now, I don't know how they would have done that. I really don't. But it must have been something that was prized. And so the soldiers, while Jesus was on the cross, they were gambling for that. They all wanted it. Well, whoever got it, I wonder if they ever held on to it. I hope it was a soldier who said, surely this was a son of God. I'll give you something to think about. So share with me anything you know about that. And there's lots of other scripture in the Old Testament. And they're talking about our coming Messiah. So how is this affecting you? All this stuff on the news. Oh my goodness. It's, you know, you try not to watch all of it, but it's just hard not to watch. But at the end of it, my friends, God's in control. He really is. So what does he ask us to do? Does he ask us to solve all the problems of the world? He doesn't, because he knows we can't do it. The thing he asks us to do is pray. We think like, pray, well, that's nothing. You would be surprised just how powerful your prayers are. And he told us to do it now. I don't know why our prayers are so powerful, but they are. So if you see something on television and you pray about it, just give it to him. Give it to him, and if it bothers you that much, turn it off and put on something relaxing. You can't take on the whole world's problem. And you know what? When we're dead and gone, these problems, until Jesus comes, are still going to be here. They're not going to go away because we're being upset and worrying about it all the time. It's not going to do any good. If you die tomorrow, he's just going to keep going on, right? So why should you destroy the here and now? Just enjoy your life. Sow peace and love. Love people. Make friends. Talk to people about the Lord. That's all we have to do. Okay, guys. Stop worrying. He even tells us not to worry. Okay, so it's a commandment, right? Try not to do it. What do you think of this, you guys? Actually, this is a maple bush, but this rose is growing up under it and up through it. I've been cutting off some of this here, but this looks so funny. I had people kind of wondering what kind of bush we had. I know. Seems like the sky in Tennessee is bluer than back home. I don't know why. Do you remember when I first put these plants out? Well, this tomato plant is a celebrity determinate, meaning it's not going to get that big, but it's still big. And this is a husky tomato plant, which has, you know, the little salad tomatoes. And you can see it's got quite a few tomatoes coming in. This is my green pepper plant, and there's at least 3 plus blooms. This is my zinnia plant that the birds love. And this is the German tomato plant. It has big tomatoes. I can't think of the name of it right now. Remember the name of that plant, honey? That
No.
German, I don't either. It really, look how different the leaves are.
I can't speak German either.
Yeah. But anyways, it's supposed to have some huge tomatoes. But they're like kind of floppy, and if they don't get water, they get floppier. So it's different. See how, now this is an heirloom also, so that means it's not been messed with at all. I've never tried this kind of tomatoes before. It's first experience. These are the morning glory seeds. Remember I started these, and I see they're already going way up here. And this is a plant I saved from that memorial. This is the second year I've had it out, and it's fell over twice, so I gotta find some way. And this is a vine. I don't know what the proper name is, but it's always been called the Wandering Jew. A start that my sister gave me. In fact, this is the second start because I just cut off the first plant I had because it was so bare at the top, and now I've got it outside. It's getting fuller at the top. So, there's my neighbor's porch. Doesn't that look pretty? Wait, I'll get a close-up. Yeah, they got a little garden out there. Another beautiful evening.